Good evening. Greever's League pilot season. Race this evening, Russia. Weather set to dynamic. Corner set to strict. No ghost cars. So could be an interesting one. Last week they in qualifier they had a nice wet race. And let's see how it goes this evening. We already had the qualifier earlier, so this is just the race set to a 50% race. All cars set to equal. Oh, if you look at the clouds, we might still get a wet few laps on this one. Made for some interesting driving at qualifier. Nobody was ready. And we start. We're off. Some position changes happening. You can see it's quite an interesting track. Some long high-speed corners and some very sharp 90-degree turns. So personally, I think it's Brit's going to do very well on this track. But yeah, we do have a lot of different drivers, some newbies, some more experienced drivers, but so far this league it's just a pilot league, so no prize money. It's just a whole lot of guys driving together for fun. D2's been doing well last couple of races. Greever usually does well. Brut corners is his thing. He even likes passing on corners. So we've got guys from all kinds of, all walks of life. Ooh, somebody had a spin there. Back on track. Brut using that the opportunity to open a bit of a gap there. If you've joined, please feel free. If you've watched before, make a call. 1, 2 and 3 for the race. Joshua getting a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Greever slowly closing that gap. Everybody just easing into the race. Let's see what's happening with Pi. Not managing to pass Ari. Ooh, he uses it well. Passing Ari on the inside there. Ari losing another spot, unfortunately. Let's hop aboard with some Ari running wide again. That'll cost him another spot. Seems to be struggling with these controls a bit. But they're going into the pits there. Let's see. Greever creeping up to Brett again. As I said earlier, all cars set to equal. Cooper, 3-second penalty from multiple warnings, probably that corner cutting. Greever determined to catch up to Brett. There you can see the tires. D2 opting for the mediums. Seems strange. At the moment, the fights on the race for first place. Nobody's running away with it just yet. It's pretty much equal laps so far. Only big gap is between 7 and 8. Guys been practicing a lot again. They had a nice long practice session before the qualifier. Some of the more seasoned guys have been sitting in with some of the new drivers to assist them with setups and how to race lines and braking and all that. So look at Brett, who's new. Just like, what's it, 6 weeks ago he was new. So and he's sitting there now. So you guys don't mind helping each other. DRS. Caveman seems to be just buying his time for that DRS. Greever made a mistake. Caveman still chasing. King. Spot there for pit. just not able to catch up to Barry just yet. Maybe he's just playing it safe to, because it's only Brett that's crazy enough to easily do the pass on a corner. The rest usually wait for the DRS. Nice. Since King went to pit, big gap there between 4 and 5. 11-second gap. But Barry seems to be keeping pace there. Aye, 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Rains later. Makes it interesting, guys. This track is very challenging. Wind wet. I don't think any of these guys really have setups for this track for wet. Everybody's been practicing the dry race. Greever still not catching good in front. D2 just keeping pace with Greever. Same with Purifier to D2. Ari out. Aye, that's unfortunate. Looks like he probably is a very aggressive driver, so probably just pushed it that little bit too far. Crashed out. And in the meantime, K-Van caught Barry. Open board with Greever. See how this chase is going. Looks like next will probably be a set of mediums for them, so they probably using the strategy of get out in front and way in the beginning. Biology, drive-through penalty, speeding under virtual safety car. Looks like most of the guys are going for race early, open gap, and then finish with a long drive. D2 though I think is going for the other way around, buying his time now, getting front, and then last, I would say 7 laps or so, putting on softs and to that last chase. King also changed the medium tires very early. We did unfortunately lose a couple of drivers to load shedding this evening, but at least we have a nice grid going. It's one of those tracks that slowly open huge gaps. You can see the gap there between 3 and 4, 19.5 seconds. Top 3 just keeping pace. So far those top guys haven't taken a pit yet, so Hopefully those gaps that won't make much of a difference. They'll still go out in front. D2's G2 with his medium tires are driving really well, considering that Brett and Greever both have softs. So once he switches over to softs, he's as usual going to be the man to beat. He unfortunately drives very aggressive, so he either crashes out or he wins. That's how he drives. It's just that aggressive. But he's not very good at the chase. He's good at driving in front, being chased, then he opens a gap. We're on lap 8 of 27, 50% race. Let's see what the rest of it is. Very smooth driving there from Bruet. By the way, Bruet is driving on a keyboard. Most of the other guys are driving steering wheels. He's driving like this on a keyboard. So even if you don't have all the fancy rigs and stuff to play the game, don't let it stop you. Use the keyboard. You see a few penalties already racked up in the back of the grid there. Joshua already sitting on 8 seconds. I think the record for a race was 31 seconds, if I remember correctly. I think Caveman did it. It was one of those difficult ones. Biology getting a 3 second. And Joshua getting another for multiple warnings. This setting, the strict corner cutting is messing the guys around a bit. But yeah, that's part of the race. Greever losing some time there. And D2 gaining some time. Roughly about a second to Greever. Barry McCockner, also a new driver, and he spent some time on the game with D2, a more seasoned driver, and they've been doing practice sessions. They've just been assisting with setups and cornering and all that. And it seems to be paying off. these two fighting for that position. You can see the guys respecting each other, opening gaps, faster drivers, etc. Not pushing, trying to push each other off the track. They're keeping it clean. Ooh. Barry, almost dive bombing there. So Greever took that stop and switched to the medium, so he's going for the long haul now. Caveman getting a 3-second penalty again. Multiple warnings at corners. Guys need to start watching those corners. Even like a 3-second can cost you a position or two. Top 3 all on the mediums now. But as you can see there, D2 all the way in front. But not no pit stop yet. But he's doing very well. 15 seconds there, so if he comes out, I would call it around, probably around 18th lap. He'll probably spit for those softs and go all out. Although Britt is making up some time to D2. Also on the mediums. And Greever is keeping pace with Britt, both chasing D2. Here you can see from start, position changes. D2, 3 positions, being pole. Everybody on those mediums now. So, oh, and there's the last mediums coming on. So if it starts raining, you're going to see how quickly everybody starts pitting, either for those softs or those intermediate tires. There'll be a huge rush for those swaps. Britt making up a lot of time to D2. I wonder what's going on with D. Usually when he's in front, he just runs away. Maybe his tires are starting to go. No, Britt's making up time very quickly. That's so unlike D2. Maybe it's just Britt's track. Some huge gaps there. Cooper getting another 3 seconds. See, King Alpha already sitting on 9 seconds. Joshua Knott also out. It's a interesting track. There's a bit of everything. So, seems like the guy to beat at the moment is Bruit. He's just running away. D2 seems to be struggling. Maybe those tires, don't know. Catching up to D2 very fast there. Okay, D2 switching to those softs, yes. Earlier than I thought. But a lot of time to make up there. And Brut doing very good times there. Cyclops retired. Very new driver. Not really a gamer before, but not doing badly. He's training hard, so good driver. It's unfortunate that he's out. King Alpha. Another 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Seems like he's going for the record to see how many penalty, how much time he can get in penalties. There you can see King already on 14 seconds. Let's hop on board with D2, see if he's doing better now. Catching up to some back runners. Ooh! Cooper! Hard crash there. Cooper out. We have 4 DNFs so far. That was a hard crash. See if D2 can catch up, make up that time. Hop on board with him. Chase coming up to a nice straight. That's it. Passing on the outside there. We're on lap 16 of 27. Don't think he's going to make up that time. But you never know. One little mishap from Brut and DJ's right there. Very smooth, quick driving here from D2. Just slowly opening like a nice gap there to Purify behind him. Well, could be wrong because D2 so far has made up 2 seconds to Greever, and Greever's keeping pace with Brut. So he's racing hard to get there. Just hope he doesn't make one little mistake and right to the car again. If he doesn't, it's possible. Let's see. The rest of the guys opening some big gaps there. See, D2 is already 5 seconds in front of Purifier. And then from Purifier there's 31-second gap to Caveman. So one of the leaders. We're struggling around some of the corners. You can see difference in driving. D2, A1. 3 seconds made up there to Greever for D2. And lap 18 of 27. It'll be a nice upset if D2 manages to make up that huge gap in these last laps. That'll be huge. Just 3 guys with penalties left, and King Alpha, the leader of the penalties there. 14 seconds. Brit opening a gap there between him and Greever. In the last minute or so, by about a second. Greever seems to be struggling. Let's see what D2 is doing. Purify getting 3 seconds for multiple warnings. Very good driving from D2 at the moment. Very smooth, fast around the corners, clean driving. You can see there he's already made up 6 seconds. And we have somebody join me.
Uncle Con, it's Cooper here. How are you?
Good. Good, thanks to you.
No complaints. Man.
What happened there? We saw your crash.
Yes, what happened? I've made space for Purify to pass me, and the one corner I put my right rear tire on the paint, and yeah, it spun me out. And I hit the wall, and it said, game over for me.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah.
This strict cornering seems to be screwing the guys a bit this evening. A lot of guys getting penalties for that.
Yes, and I would like to apologize to Ari if he is watching the stream. He spun out and I couldn't see him in time, and I hit him in the side pot. And I only lost my wing, and I, unfortunately,
Yeah,
it
happens. It happens. It's not
Yeah,
deliberate, so it happens. But yeah, it's nice to say. Okay, so we're on board with D2 having one brilliant drive at the moment. He's catching up to the 2 in the front at some crazy speed. And if you look at, there's D2's driving compared to Greever or Brut's driving. They look slow compared to his driving. He's already made up in, I would say, about 3 laps. He's made up 7 seconds to Greever.
It's catching up quickly.
He's driving like crazy. That's how we know D. He either crashes out, or he if he doesn't win, he's very close to it. Very aggressive driver. Let's hop on board with Broiki. And as I said earlier, Brits is driving on keyboard. And he's out in front. Apparently in practice he put up a very, very good time in racing. And that's on keyboard. You can see him around here, the turns and so on, permanently correcting his turns and straights. And he's still out in front. Let's see. Ooh, some drifting there from Brut. But nice correction. Greever is still losing time. But Greever seems to have picked up his pace of driving. Because there we go, they D2 catching up again. On I think 17 laps, Greever was 22.5 seconds behind. It's now on 21 laps, he's 14 seconds behind. That's very good driving. Probably ticked off with himself about something again, so he's driving. So far we have 4 DNFs. Cyclops, Joshua, Ari, the other 3. So Ari was from the T-bone.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, Cyclops. Cyclops tend to go too close to barriers, and then yeah, he smacks them. So.
And then Joshua, the way he went out, and I actually saw it out of the pit, coming out of the pit. There's a small little bend.
Yeah.
And he hit that bend face on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh well, and I see King Alpha going for trying to break Caveman's record on penalties, sitting on 20 seconds already. I think Caveman's record is 31 seconds in the league, if I remember correctly. There you can see...
King spun out. King spun out.
Ah!
And he's taken out.
Oh!
Broekie. It's exactly the same that happened to me.
Ouch!
Exactly the same thing.
And he takes off his front wing. Brett out. Ooh.
10 grid penalty.
Ouch, and Brett was having a good race. Yeah, we'll have to decide on that one after the race.
Yeah, the league admin has to talk about that.
Yep. Well, we'll have that's a discussion we'll have after and just to decide from there. You'll probably get a King will probably get a grid penalty or something.
Yeah, you've got a virtual safety car as well for that.
Yeah. The safety car was selected, but it doesn't seem to be coming up, so we'll have to check in the game.
Yeah, there were a few glitches that we picked up along the way now.
Yeah, there's probably an update or something. It didn't do it properly, so we'll have to check that in practice, because safety car was working on the other day on qualifying, and now it's no longer working.
But the decent from King.
D2 catching up to biology now, and only 9.5 seconds to Greever. We are lap 23 of 27. That's good. Biology, even though one of the back runners, keeping pace with D2. That's nice. He's opening a gap there. D2 to pass. D2 just not able to pass biology. And still catching up to Greever. So biology is having a very good drive at the moment.
Yes, but by law, should partial actually that
And then he does it.
Pass.
Yeah, he's just waited for a proper straight. Okay, cool. Let's hop on board with Greever. See how his driving's going. He's driving a lot better than he did a bit earlier. His driving was very sluggish earlier. I should watch their turns. Only the top two with no penalties as yet. So the chat room is very quiet this evening. Nobody chatting to us.
The usual round of 10 apparently.
Okay, who shall we have a look at? Who's driving? Intervals. Gaps are pretty big at the moment.
Closest gap was between D2 and Greever, but that's a 5-second gap there.
Closing very rapidly. D2 is driving very well at the moment. I would say driver of the day, I would make D2. Since he did his last bit to go to softs, he's been driving very well. Catching up to the front runners like a crazy speed. There you can see Greever in front there. Lap 25 of 27.
So as it stands, Uncle Con, if I'm not mistaken, everybody that's driving is getting good points.
Yes. And Brett gets, Cooper gets, Cyclops gets. It's up to 10.
Oh, okay. I thought it was only top 7, top 8 there.
Yeah, it's the top 10. I think
Okay,
10 is 1 point. 9 is 2, I think. And then there's some intervals, so I'm not sure about the rest.
Sense.
So we've had guys like tonight just finish the race. Like Tiny raced once. He was way in the back. He finished the race, still got points because the race crashed out. And we started with a grid of like 15, I think.
Wasn't it on Monaco?
I think it was Monaco. One of those tracks.
I think he was passed about 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
by the leader.
But he finished,
And he still
so he got a
points.
point.
That's it.
Okay, D2 is still catching up to Greever. The guy to watch at the moment. You can see there Greever is in the straight. In lap 26 of 27. If Greever makes one little mistake now, D2 is going to take it. I think the rest of the guys are now just racing to finish the race. Greever getting a 3-second. Oh,
Multiple warnings.
yeah, but now
The thing
D2
is,
just needs to go under 3 seconds. He's 3.2 seconds.
you have to get 200 of a second in.
Yep. Then he takes the race.
That's it. And the thing also is Greever's on medium tires.
Yep. D2,
D2
where Greever and most of the guys went for quick race in the beginning with long drive at the end, D2 did it the other way around.
That's it. And Greever's tires are 4 laps older than D2's.
Yeah, but now at least there he's got the mediums, but now the softs are a lot faster.
So let's see.
D2 did so.
There we go.
D2 is very well at the end of the race. He does very well. Ooh, it's got to be close because there's open the gap again.
Can be very close.
He's now racing just to keep that gap. 3.3 seconds. This is going to come down to the last corners, last 2 corners or so, because there's under it again.
Yep.
DG keeping it there on 3 seconds.
2.9. He's there.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to
3
see what happens on the
seconds.
last 2 corners.
Because now it's like he's sitting on Greever.
I think Greever is starting to feel the pressure here.
Yeah. He's just keeping it on that 3 seconds. So it's when he goes over, it's probably gonna be just over or just under 3 seconds. He's gonna win or lose by a couple of milliseconds.
Milliseconds, that's it. Let's see, 3.1.
There's last corner. Let's last corner.
3.2.
Ooh, 3.2, 3.2. Ooh, about 0.1.
1.
That was some good racing.
That was close. That was really close.
That was good racing. I would give driver of the day, I would give D2.
D2.
He's probably got fastest lap as well. The pace he was keeping that from around 17th lap was a crazy speed.
The Greever T2 Purifier.
Yep. Caveman, Berry, Biology, King.
We're just getting to the last 2 corners now.
Yep. That's it. Let's see who's driver of the day. Caveman.
Man. Wow.
Okay.
That's a surprise.
That is quite a surprise. But okay. Maybe they saw something we did. That was very good.
So well done to Greever, well done to
D2.
Dude,
Catching
and
up
Purifier.
over 22 seconds.
Yeah, what a drop on D2, eh?
Yep. Who joined us?
Caveman.
Caveman, driver of the day.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Now,
Greever, you were struggling there.
Yeah, especially the last lap.
D2 was driving one incredible race. Check at that time. 135, 146. He caught up from around 17th lap, 22 seconds to get to you.
I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, that was good. That was fun. Well done, D. For the guys that survived the race, also well done.
Yeah, thank you. I'm impressed myself.
Yeah, I just don't know why we didn't have any safety cars, only virtuals.
I don't know. It's selected in the setup.
Yeah, and
It's
as well
altered.
with there's some. I think the game is screwed a slight bit, but okay, let's not mention it too hard.
Yeah, I think that's the same for Pi because Pi said he was seeing when D2 set the fastest lap, it said my name, so his names were all jumbled around.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when Ari was DNF, Ryan saw Brut DNF. When Brut was Brut out, yeah, Brut was out. It said somebody else crashed out, Purifier. So it was a bit jumbled up for him.
That's strange.
It was
Yeah,
very
we had but yeah, even the lobby with Cooper, we did put on P7 or P6 where he should have
Six,
been,
yeah.
and he started last as well. I don't know why.
P12.
Yeah.
No, this whole lobby was it was
Yeah.
weird, okay, but that's unfortunately
Yeah,
technology in games.
But it was good driving. D2,
Yeah.
amazing drive there from the time you put on those softs.
Thank you very much. I drove the crap out of that car.
We saw. We saw.
I didn't
tried
see
to catch up
anything. You were
with
too
the
far.
front runners.
Let's
And
see.
then
Greever started to sweat in the back of his head.
The last few laps, trying to get underneath 3 seconds.
Just under, just over, just under, just over.
Yes, I was so close.
2.9, 3.2, 3.1, 2.8. That's where you were.
And Greever suddenly found the turbos, the superchargers, some nitros, everything in that car.
Yeah.
Because you were catching up until that. When he got that 3-second penalty, he was just racing.
Yeah, I think I took out extra buttons off the steering wheel and threw it out to make the car lighter.
Yeah, that
So in
was-
general,
that was
guys?
a good race. Amazing drive from Brett.
Yeah, amazing drive, yeah.
Flying.
That
Yeah.
was unfortunate.
Yeah, if that didn't happen, he definitely would have taken this race by
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, I actually didn't see Brett on my list of names. Was he first the entire race?
Yeah,
Yeah.
only when he boxed, he fell back.
There was some scary moments with Cyclops. I don't know if Cyclops knows that he mustn't be very defensive when faster cars
No,
are
not
passing.
yet, but he's in training.
It's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, he's in training.
And then when Joshua was completely sideways literally middle of the roads, completely sideways. There was no proper safety car. That was still a virtual safety car. I think I just narrowly passed him.
Yeah, it's the same with the incident with Brut and King. I drove in between them, almost hit Brut the first one.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there was no safety car, like proper.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
Yeah,
it's in the
there were
same
3.
settings. But yeah, we'll sort that out later. So guys, next week, Japan, Suzuka.
Yeah. But this is
Yay.
gonna be fun.
It says medium difficulty, but it's a lot of slow corners on that track.
I wouldn't call them slow, not specifically
They're not
sector
really
one.
slow.
Okay, let me fast speed, but slow turn. Let me call it like that.
Yeah,
Let's put it
yeah.
this way: it's
Makes
an
sense.
interesting circuit, and it normally rains there. So if we have it on dynamic, oh boy, it's gonna be fun.
Most of us will sit on the starting grid saying, "Oh yay!"
Yep.
Okay, Meg. So just for you, I'll select full weight. How's that?
Sounds
Oh,
good.
at least,
Instead of dynamic.
oh, at least we'll be doing what the FIA can't. We'll use full widths.
That's true. We'll use the tire, make them useful.
Mm.
They've got a lot of space, so we can lie them up afterwards.
Uh-huh.
Do donuts.
Yeah,
Okay, guys. So
Alright.
next Wednesday
Yeah.
yeah.
for the race.
Everyone have
Yes.
a week in.
You two guys.
Cool.
Rest
Thanks,
of the week.
guys. See you all next week.
Yeah, see you guys.
Ciao.
Thanks, Con.
Yes.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.